Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, and today is February 3. I'm sorry, March 3rd. In the last one, I said February 2, but the one prior to this is March 2. I don't know why I said that, but I did. March 3, 2016, 11 at 12:29 a.m. in Birmingham. And the topic of the last blog was animal containing human material, or ACHM. And but I had gone a little bit further than I wanted to go. I got into Phil Schneider and some of his stories about being in an alien gunfight, and that's true. You can go and find it, and heck, I'll give you that. I mean, it's easy to find. But I want to just tell you a little bit about what he said. And there's a subterranean alien fight that killed 60 people in New Mexico. And this is in Dulce, New Mexico. And that happened, and something started that by 30 miles away. There was an underground when we used to do those test explosions, the bombs underground. It did something to the city where these things were in Dulce, 30 miles away. And then you have Telos, Telos, the underground city under Mount Shasta, another alien city. They're all over the place, and you can read the story where they were going to take a nuclear bomb and blast out the side of a mountain in Alaska to create a space for these reptilians to be housed in. I mean, really, you can find it all right there. But I was on the CRISPR-Cas9. This is something that Tom Horn found. He said he paid $400 for his. Now, when they were talking on Sid Roth, and Sid Roth said, well, how do you know that you have would make a change that you wanted? Well, Sharon Gilbert's with him, and she spoke up. She said, you don't. She said, you don't have no way of controlling where that CRISPR-Cas9 will go in and cut and reconnect your DNA with it. You don't know what it will do to your body. And when you do that, then your offspring will have the same thing. If it made you where your right foot was deformed later in life, then they're going to have the same thing. Our right foot will be deformed from their own. Whatever is in your DNA, you're going to pass it on. She says it's very dangerous, but yet they're testing these animals with it. And underground, they're testing humans with it. And the American government, the military, all branches are fully aware of it. Go listen to Chuck Missler sometime. Go listen to some of these guys that know. Hear the guy that was the surgeon. I don't know what he was. He higher up. Same thing. Maybe the Secretary of State in Canada. Listen to his story. He's begging people to hear him. He said it's all real. He said the governments have made a pact with them. It started out slowly, where they were allowed to take just a few humans, but they have to bring them back. Yeah, that worked really well. But that is a fact. But it got out of hand. They got where they were taken from dozens to hundreds, then to thousands, and then to tens of thousands. All of these that go missing every year in this country alone Why don't we hear about them? The 2,000 each day that disappears. You may find something about the majority of them in different papers in different cities around this country, but you don't hear about 2,000 every day, but yet that's the number. Where are they going? These POWs that have never been found, where are they? The guy that went down and had an extreme top secret, like, I mean, second from the highest, witnessed and watched these things and saw these things in cages, these humans that were kidnapped from the surface and that were brought down there, and they're being tested by aliens. So aliens can become like us. This is exactly what they tried in the days of Noah. The Nephilim, their fathers, the Watchers, these were the sons of God. They were angels. The Watchers came down, 200 of them. It was their desire to become and be like man so that they could procreate with women that they absolutely fell in love with. Well, God, if he wanted them to be men, they would have been men. But now they're paying the price, and they'll forevermore pay the price of it. But it does say that, again, in the end days, that it will be as was in the days of Noah, but it will be worse than that. God said there's never been a time that bad, nor will there ever be a time this bad again. But he goes on to say the time here will be worse than it was in the days of Noah. They're making things, and they hadn't been doing it since '86, according to this report. They've been doing this. I mean, you saw the monkey that they had walking like a man back in the 30s that they filmed. What do you think he was? He had a similar kit put in him, but it wasn't a Cas9. It's probably a Cas1. But they've been doing it for a long time. They had drones flying all over Vietnam in the 60s. But yet we didn't know they had drones until the Gulf War. So we're about 60 to 80 years behind what they really have technology-wise. We're probably still 2,000 years behind, because remember the things they could do 2,000 years ago? We still can't do it today. I say 2,000 years ago, it's further back than that. But anyway, you have the name of Phil Schneider. I'm not sure I put on the last one. I will put it here. In Dulce, New Mexico. Just go to those two and then see the host of these sites that'll come up and look at them. Click on the ones on YouTube all of them, click on them, and you'll find the one where the man slipped out some secret video where he's talking about it, and it's tearing him up. But if he discloses that, he would be killed. He would not have been allowed to come to the surface, or he would have been a test subject. Guys, keep the hell away from CRISPR-Cas9. Jody Wolf Expoz.